Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to start our fourth and final annotate with me for the Magnolia Parks universe. I say final because this is the last video that I'm going to actually do a reading vlog strictly to annotate and tab. This is the fourth book in the Magnolia Parks universe, but the second book for Daisy Hates that follows Julian, Christian, and Daisy. I originally wanted to do a annotate with me video for every single book in this series, but as you guys know, if you are a fan of Jessa Hastings, you know that this cover, that her original book covers are discontinued and not published anymore in the US. So I am not able to get this version of a cover for future books in the US, which is so sad because you can get them in the UK, which I plan on doing, but the sizing of them is different. So, you know, it's a whole thing. It doesn't really matter. It really doesn't matter. You probably don't care, but it's just a thing in my head. So this is the last one that was published in the US with this size of a book in the original covers. I thought, let's just end this with a bang and do my last annotate with me for the Magnolia Park series with this book. I'm still going to obviously read the rest of the series. I'm so excited to start this book. I always take my time when it comes to this series. I don't like to binge these books because they are just so heavy on your heart. After one book, you're like, or at least for me, I'm like, let me just take a little bit of a break. So we're gonna just jump right in. I'm so sorry, I've just been rambling.
I love the way you take it slow. You make this light inside me glow. You're the only one who knows me. Saturate me when I'm gray until all my colors show. I get lost in those hazy eyes. I'm in love with these lazy nights. So maybe we can stay back, lay back here and enjoy the ride. I don't wanna feel the night. I just wanna chill under the northern lights with you, with you. I'll do whatever you want me to do. Sadie, you save me, keep me from floating away. Blue dream, baby, you leave me with nothing to say but Sadie, Sadie. I love the way you take control. You lift me up when I get low. I gave you the right of way. Now I'm seeing sideways.
Doing too much. She's doing too much. Vanna is doing too much. Who even is Vanna? Literally forgot. Like, who is she?
With you, I do whatever you want me to do. Sadie, you save me.
Okay, I wanted to do a quick little check-in. It's a little bit past 10 p.m. right now. I got to chapter 13, page 70, so I'm not that far into it, but I just want to do a little brief check-in. How is it that no one in this entire universe, not a single person, is able to communicate? How is it that we are 20 to 30 years old and we cannot talk to people? It's so painful. I love Julian as much as the next girl. I wouldn't call myself a Julian girly, but Julian, he is really showing some vulnerable sides and I'm excited to see more of it because I feel like he's too scared to let himself be vulnerable and care about anyone else other than Daisy. I'm like scared but also excited to see his whole dynamic in this book with you-know-who. But honestly, I still love Daisy to death. I think she is a really complex character with really unique trauma that obviously not everyday people will have. I don't know how the story is gonna go because what she wants for her own life is so reasonable but also really unrealistic. Out of everyone in this entire series, I feel like Daisy is probably the person with her head on straightest, you know? Is it any less frustrating, her relationships with people, even with her brother? No, absolutely not. It's still kind of frustrating, but I really enjoy Daisy's character.
Keep me from floating away.
wanted to talk to you guys about, I look like a mess right now, but I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit on Daisy Hates because I feel like I haven't really talked to you. I don't know. It's been taking me a really long time to read this book and Crescent City because Philip's little brother and his girlfriend are visiting for a week, so we've been doing a lot of stuff, especially after I get off of work, so I just haven't had the time to read. I honestly do not remember the last time I talked to you guys about this book, but I'm currently on chapter 26, page 159, and if it looks like I've been crying, it's because I have been crying, but it's not because of the book. I don't know what it is about my For You page, but it is constantly showing me so heartbreaking news. That's not why you're on this video. Let's talk about this book. It's going a lot slower than I really anticipated. I don't know what I expected from this book, obviously, because the whole point of this series is kind of just following characters in their life and their relationships, and I knew that going into this, but I don't know why I feel like this one's going a little bit slow, a little bit mundane. I think it's because I had the expectation of Daisy Hates' side of the story to be a little bit more action and exciting because they are a crime family, so I was expecting that, but it's very much giving boring. Not the book. That came out really bad. Boring as in the life is kind of boring right now, if that makes sense. It doesn't feel very dramatic. It just feels like they're going through their life. I don't feel any emotions. I think that's the big thing. Hopefully it starts picking up and getting more dramatic. It's the great undoing. I'm assuming this is probably about Julian more, just because the front is Julian.
I still remember when we bought that whiteboard so we could write down all the things we'd died for. Sometimes I'd rather die than live a life without you, but I'm still living with the expectation that our love was only on vacation. I couldn't change your mind in time. Now he's filling in these empty lines on this whiteboard. Oh, on this whiteboard. So that he's writing love letters to you with the same damn pen I used to use on the list of things we used to do. Is it true he's gonna marry you? We had so much left to figure out. These black ink dreams, they've all...
So I'm currently on page 307, chapter 45, and things are going really well in the book, which makes me a little bit nervous, a little bit scared, because when things are going well, I know in my heart that Jessa is about to rip the fattest band-aid off, and I'm so scared. I have about 130, 140 pages left. I don't know if I'm prepared for this. I just know it's gonna be so painful. Knowing what I know from the last book and how that ended, it's coming up. You learn a lot about Daisy and Julian's trauma and their childhood and how much trauma they actually went through in their childhood and even now as adults. It's really heartbreaking, honestly. Every single person in this universe needs so much therapy. So much therapy. I'm enjoying this book a lot more in the second half than I was in the first half. I think the first half was just a little bit more, I wouldn't say boring, but just kind of mundane. They were going through their everyday life. It's because I'm getting a lot more drama, I'm getting a lot more emotion and a lot more character background that makes me feel emotions. What I love about this series is just how raw and painful it is to read. I love when a book can just make you feel, I'm feeling really anxious right now. I'm happy because things are going super well, but I'm also really anxious because I know what's coming and then I also don't know what else is coming. Nervous about that, but overall I'm like really excited to continue and finish this book. All I have left is Into the Dark for Magnolia Beach. Oh my god, that's so sad. I'm not even gonna talk about it. matter how unlikable Magnolia can be sometimes, just because of how like naive she is and how she breaks people's hearts without even trying, it's not her fault. And like there's just so many moments where you just cannot help but like her as a character. She's so endearing, and I feel like she's so loyal to the people that she actually cares about, and just she's so, I don't know, she just says whatever she's thinking and it's hilarious to me, and I feel like she's misunderstood a lot of the time. I am a Magnolia defender. That's so cute. Stop, it's so cute. That's... This book is about to crush my heart. Things are going so well. We're so happy. Everybody is so happy. But we still have like 70 pages left, and I know it's gonna go so bad. It is currently almost 2 a.m. Actually almost 2 a.m. and I just finished Daisy Hates the Great Undoing. Oh, God. I don't even know where to begin on my thoughts for this book because there's just so much running through my head. First off, thank you Jessa Hastings for not making it hurt as much as the ending of The Long Way Home. Appreciate that. It still hurts, you know? Like, it still hurts. The ending of this is still so painful because any way you can think about it, there's no other way they could have done it. You know, they had to do it that way just because it needed to happen quickly. I feel so bad for every single one of these characters in this universe, and I think that's why you love them. I'm saying you as in like us, people that love this series. There are definitely people that don't love the series and do not like these characters, so this isn't for you. But for the people that do love these characters, I think that's why we love them, because they are so flawed, but they are genuinely still good people at heart, and you know that as characters, and they're just constantly being hurt. Yes, they're hurting each other, but you know, they're trying to work through it. You know, they're only human, they're trying to work through it, but then there's just other stuff that's kind of not letting them be happy, and it's just so sad. And I knew this book was mainly gonna be about Julian, and you know, if you know, you know. Julian in this book made me fall in love with him, feel so gutted for him. I just felt so sad for him because he deserves to be loved, he deserves happiness. Oh my god, it's so sad. I knew when things were going well, it was just gonna go to shit. I'm just really happy that when things were going well, it went well for a good minute. For the most part, it was good. It was happy. I laughed. Thank you, Jessa Hastings, for giving me a good portion of the happy moment before crushing my soul again. Yeah, that's my thoughts. I enjoyed the book overall. First half was a little bit more tamed and kind of watching them go through their day-to-day, but the second half it really picked up. I think I'm gonna rate this book a 4.5. Oh my god, I'm gonna sob. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video, I guess. I hope you guys enjoyed my suffering. I hope you enjoyed my suffering. I really appreciate it, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.
I love the way you take it slow. You make this life